Good day, good people. Good day. All right, so let's see what's going on here today. Like that, we're moving up. We continue to move up, so that's good. So let's zoom in. Let's see. So we did get a little pullback. Not much, but let's see. Yeah, not much of a pullback, but this was nice. Nice pullback. Lets us to confirm that we are still trending up. So I like that. See how we did in the 30. Okay, nice, 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 nice. This is really, really nice trend. Trending upwards. So yeah, okay, good. I like what I see here. All right, so where are we and what do we do now? Okay, so those of us that took advantage of the lower pricing that really capitalize on entering here, we sit back and we're enjoying the up run, right? And so now that we are, for at least for me, if you followed me this week, you definitely would be up quite a bit. And so enjoy it. And so what we would do now is we would look for the next opportunity that if we want to buy in some more, we can. So we have options, and we have options. If we took advantage, we're sitting here and we have options to figure out what our next steps are. And so um, here's one thing we could look at. We could look at waiting for a deeper pullback to test some level of support before we get in, or we continue to use our BNB rewards and continue to buy in as it goes up and even as it goes down. So one is that autopilot every day you receive your BNB reward, you reinvest it back into the pool. The other one is collect your BNB and wait for a pullback to see what will happen. So here's what I'm gonna do with this account. So what I'm looking at is, so if you notice, I keep going to a different time frame, and I keep looking at what's above me, right? What are the potential areas that I need to look out for? And so for me, the next area is going to be 2400, 24.6, around this area where it will come up and figure out whether or not it's going to um, uh, change the trend from a 12-hour standpoint. So if you look at it, we've been in a downtrend from a 12-hour standpoint when you look at the super trend since June 3rd. And so we tested the support line here back in May 24th. And so now we're getting ready to test this in regards to whether or not we will be able to kind of get the buyers to come in and push that to new highs, or at least new to break this and to really send us into an uptrend. So that's what I'll be looking out for. So I depending on how you feel, you can buy now and see what happens, but I do anticipate it will come up here. And then either the buys will come out in force and send it up to the next level, or it's going to roll over. So this is the next level that I'll be looking out for, is what happens here. But until then, we got in on the bottom, and now let's ride it to this next point and see if people start to take profits, right? So one thing you got to think about is a lot of people that got in here are up 100, 200%. And so it's very enticing for those folks to want to take profit when it gets closer here and end up turning it down a little bit before it starts to go back up. So let's look to see what happens as it approaches here, to look for when we will have the next buying opportunity set up. But until then, continue to hold your position, and you have two choice. Keep reinvesting your BNB, which is what I would do, is continue to invest. The other one is to accumulate your BNB, and then wait for a pullback to buy what you have. It all depends on how much money you have in regards to, if you have money set aside for the next opportunity, then I would say reinvest your BNBs. If you don't have any money waiting for the next dip, then I would say accumulate and put yourself and put some cash on the side so that when the next buying opportunity comes, you're able to jump in and get in. Now, those of you that did not um, join us in taking those trades or being able to kind of get in yet, you're in a tougher position. But I say don't chase the market. Really don't chase the market, because one of the things that will always happen, it's always happened to me in the past, is when I chase the market, as soon as I get in, it goes back down, or I find myself a little bit underwater, right? And take a little heat. And with this token, it really doesn't matter. And I keep telling you guys that I am not focused on the short-term pricing. It really doesn't matter. It's really about accumulating the token, the HODL token, and allowing it to either get the reflections or the passive income from the BNB. So the choice, the options you have is, I would take maybe 20% of the available funds in which you want to invest and invest 20% here. Again, I'm not giving financial advice, but if it was me, and I didn't get in here, what I would do is, don't want to get, I don't want to chase the market, but I want to get a little bit of a taste. Then I would put 15 to 20% in and wait. There will be a pullback. The question is where, right? And so for me, when something's been going up so much so quickly, I'd like to see where people are taking profit. And we did talk about it's around this area right here, 2400 or so. So you're not too far from that point where you could see it start to turn back a little bit. So um, if you're getting in, get in with caution. I would be very careful. I wouldn't put everything in right now. I'd probably put a small amount. Let it test, see if it's going to pull back, and then look for a better entry point. But right now, you would be getting in on the highs for the last 2 days, and so I don't like buying on the highs. Even though when you look at it, relatively speaking, we're pretty much at the low. So long-term investors, yeah, buy, get in, and you're fine. But if you're worried about how much heat you're going to get on seeing your account go down, just look for a little bit of a better entry point so that you could do the same thing that we did. We got in, and within a day or so, we're up. And so it's all about where you are psychologically and what you're willing to withstand. But overall, relatively speaking, this is relatively the low. Long-term investors, this is a great opportunity to get in. Those that are a little bit short-sighted in terms of this token and really want a quick pop, then look for a pullback, and then you'll get a little bit of a better entry, because as soon as it goes down to a certain resistance, you watch for that to kind of take off again. So, all right, so that's what I'm looking for today. So, again, this is not financial advice. This is me taking you through my journey and talking to you guys in regards to what I see and what I would do. So for today, I am really keeping an eye on what happens as we get close to that 2400. Do we accelerate up to come crashing down, or do we rest here for a little bit? Either way, once we get to this point, I do anticipate some type of either small pullback or some type of a correction down as these folks start to take profit before it takes off again. But if it really takes off, then you know what, we're okay. It's going to come back and pull back sooner or later. So don't get that FOMO and just kind of really dive in to only be caught up on the way down. So overall, if you're following us and following us through the journey, we're doing very well so far. So thank you guys, and I look forward to recapping our trades and our positions for the week. So please like and subscribe so you could get that update and see what we're doing, and see if we could provide you any information on how to help you understand the value of this token, and see how you could benefit from it. So thank you, and